potential tropical cyclone 15, likely to become Lisa at a moment's notice. So here we go. Starting with strength. The storm's gonna get quite strong. Alright, that's what this is telling me. We're gonna have quite the strength with the storm. The storm could very well go into a rapid intensification phase. Now, how strong? That's gonna be the question. But it's likely gonna be stronger than what is forecasted. Um, so let's say it's currently forecast to peak as a Cat 1. Or it could see at least a Cat 2. But yeah, the storm's going to become stronger than previously forecasted. Five of Cups reversed. Okay, that one I'm going to look into, but strength is pretty much straightforward. But yeah, dwelling on things that have not worked out well in the past. So this is not going to be something we could really compare with previous storms. And right now, the storm is giving me Mitch vibes, but there's a feeling that this is not going to be exactly like Mitch. That could be a good thing, or it could be a bad thing because it could end up being worse than Mitch. But again, this is early in the tarot reading, so we won't know for sure what the tarot reading is going to go for. And this will be more or less the next card will decide how that goes. But yeah, but right now, what this is telling me is there's going to be some interesting stuff happening, and may break some records, may be relatively ordinary. The Emperor. Okay, that just reiterates the strength that this storm is going to be quite strong. So the Emperor, this is going to be a big one. Mighty stability maintains the fundamental laws of nature. Okay, so it's going to be relatively strong, but it's basically going to be pretty ordinary type storm. Especially for the time of year. Cosmic order through his solar dominion. Dynamic Emperor that is a character of action and strategy. Okay. He understands the laws of science and reason and the power of manifestation in the world of matter. So yeah, the storms have relatively steady growth. And may not have a rapid intensification phase like with what Mitch had. But yeah, it's gonna be a little bit interesting to see how this goes. 3 of Wands. Okay. 3 of Wands draws our attention to introspection, perspective, focus, and planning. Okay, so excellent vantage point to survey the scene of our lives and observe what is unfolding in our experience. So what this tells me is path where the models are trying to take it isn't gonna deviate much. But the major deviation could very well be the the strength here. But where it's gonna go, that's not gonna deviate too much. So early on, there's gonna be a little bit of stability. This kind of says stability is gonna go out the window. Something's gonna happen. It may encounter some wind shear, maybe instability in the storm in a negative way towards the storm, or a negative way towards people that are in the path. My gut is telling me it's going to be negative towards the people in the path of Lisa. I wouldn't be surprised if this pushes Lisa into retirement. But again, the storm is going to be a bit of a pain right now, for sure. Something's gonna knock itself out of whack. This might be a falsehood here. This one, Like the models aren't going to deviate too much, and then something's going to happen where it's going to deviate big time, and it's going to throw people off guard. That could be tied with the strength of the storm, but and not necessarily where it's going to go, but something is going to happen. Three of Cups reversed. Celebrate. This is okay. Hello, Jesse. Three of Cups reversed. Okay, Three Cups when it's not in reverse is a card of celebration, joyful circumstances. This is reversed. This reiterates with what my gut was saying that this storm is going to be instability. Well, it is going to be unstable. Thanks, Jesse, for all that. But yeah, unstable, and it's going to be negative towards the people involved. This storm is going to be very dangerous. Um, I you could ask, but just know if you're trying to ask for a reading, this is specifically for the tropical storm that just formed in the Caribbean, and I just mostly focus on tarot readings for these systems. As with personal readings, I'm not really been good with that. I never latch on with that one. Um, hold on. Hold on. Stupid mineral ads. Anyways, um, I well, it's your baby, your choice. If you don't trust the nanny, fire the nanny. Um, but then again, I guess it also falls on who's paying for the nanny too. Um, that's my thoughts on that. Don't necessarily, but this is the for the storm. Um, so Page of Cups. Oh, this is not a good combo. Um, for the storm. Well, actually, since you did sub, you could check my Tarot Card of the Day series. That is more geared towards personal stuff. Um, and I think that might be tied with what you're asking, actually. Um, okay, Page of Cups. I have a feeling that was meant to be reverse. I don't know what this would... Okay. Let's talk about gentle, kindness, caring. This page has shifted to a new emotional state that includes an understanding of the love and compassion for humanity. Okay, so it's going to bring about the mercy in people. The storm is going to be dangerous to the point it brings people closer together. Um, but yeah, that's what my getting is. Okay. Now experienced on a deeper level, emerging new talents, reveal qualities of freshness, creativity, and sensitivity. A certain style is present nor found on the other pages. The energy of the Page of Cups is colorful, bright, and youthful. It is with this card that we discover our inner tranquility, um, present but not yet mature, which aids in our continuing work to balance our emotions and allow our creative flair to emerge. So this could be talk about community or the fact that storm's not going to last long. The impacts aren't going to be long, but its impacts are going to be great. Um, but well, if there's any drought in the area that's impacted by this storm, that's going to be solved. The drought's going to be gone. But yeah. Anyways, there's really not much else I could think of here. Um, I just yeah, gentle in what way? Oh, okay. I Four wands reversed. Okay, that's a talk about four pillars going through a, yeah, planted like pillars represent a gateway or passageway through which we are invited to step. Okay. Judging by what I'm seeing in the path, okay, so considering the circumstances, it may try to reform in the Pacific Ocean, but it will fail miserably. That's what I'm getting. It may try to reform the Pacific Ocean. It will fail miserably. Um, so it's gonna try to go through like a little bit of valley area in between some mountains to avoid getting torn apart, but it's gonna fail miserably. It's gonna get torn apart by the mountain ranges in Central America. Two of Pentacles reversed. I think it's time to balance when it's not, yeah. It's all about balance. Again, this reiterates instability. Like I said, the storm's not going to be able to find its balance again. It's not going to find its energy again. It's not going to be able to reform in the Pacific. And that would be a good thing. Five of Pentacles, when it's not reversed, is talk about sadness, sorrowful, depression. The way I see it when it's reversed, it's a time for celebration. So yeah, this storm is not going to be successful in trying to reform in the Pacific, but it's going to wreak havoc for parts of Central America. I don't want to pull the Mitch card with this storm, but it could try to pull a Mitch. So no, just be on alert. This storm will likely to be strong. It's not a time to celebrate. Be kind to your neighbors that's going to be affected by this, but no, it's not going to reform in the Pacific. It's not going to succeed in trying to reform in the Pacific. But it's going to be strong, it's going to be impactful, and basically where it's going to make landfall, where it's forecast to make landfall, it's going to make landfall there. Maybe deviate east or west a couple hundred, maybe 50 miles. But outside of that, it's not going to deviate much. The cone is not going to be pretty. Basically, the cone of death is going to be pretty thin. It ain't going to be a thick cone, okay? But yeah, that's about it, really. But I guess if someone wants to know about that, do one card for that. Hangman. Yeah, hello. I don't do that sort of thing. This is just more or less one card for the last person asks for a question, and Hangman is like, look at a new perspective. Maybe the nanny is someone to trust. So, but it's really not much I could think of with that. But yeah, Nanny is definitely someone to possibly trust. It's just she has different ways of handling stuff. But that's up to you to decide. But yeah, there's really not much else with this storm. But with people want to ask for personal tarot readings, you're gonna have to go for someone else because this is exclusively for meteorological events like tropical cyclones. Or you could check out the whole Tarot Card of the Day series I do with an app I have. Um, that's a bit more leaning towards personal, but it's very general, so as it covers the entire Earth Central community. But yeah, this is exclusively for meteorological events like tropical cyclones, winter storms when they start getting named, and eventually I'll start expanding to volcanism, but until then, it's mostly tropical cyclones and winter storms. But yeah, that's about it. Stay safe out there. See you in the next video. Bye.